Let's start out with what's your full name?
Carol Rolene, not my maiden name, Belden Sorensen. I know that the Carol came from my grandmother,
Okay.
who I never met. She died before I was born. But she told my mother if it was a girl, she wanted me to be named Carol because it was going to be close to Christmas. I was supposed to be a Christmas Carol.
Oh, I like
So
that.
I'm so thankful to her for giving me that name. My mother named me my second name, which I've always disliked.
Where'd you grow up?
Inglewood, California.
Okay. How many siblings do you
Just
have?
one brother,
Just your one brother. And what's his name?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. What's the age difference?
6 years. I'm the older. We were very close friends, brother and sister. Very close. And I watched over him, and he watched over me. And I remember him getting in a fight with a neighbor boy because the neighbor boy said something derogatory about me that Jimmy didn't like, and he got in a fight with that kid. I think, oh, not another one.
You said you guys went camping in Utah.
That was one place.
What other family vacations
Probably
did you do?
the best was in Colorado, except for that we had a little lightning storm when we were just going into the cabin. We just first got there, and a tree almost fell on Cindy as she was walking into the cabin. And she'll tell you about that. She remembers that.
That'd be hard to forget.
Yeah.
So he was a fireman. When did he retire? In the 80s or the 90s?
1980.
80.
So we moved up here right after he retired. He just loved woodworking, and it was very, very talented. There's a lot of woodworking things, that little birdhouse down there. He made all the Santa Clauses up on the shelf, the Christmas tree,
Those are gorgeous.
and made many more and that he gave away. He won a blue ribbon at the fair for a little elephant that he carved.
At the Kootenai Fair here? Or in
yes.
Oh, very cool. So.
Yep, he was a very busy guy out there in that shop. A couple of years before our 50th, I told Cindy I hoped they would be planning something for our 50th wedding anniversary. So they had this big surprise party planned for us that we knew nothing about. And Walt and I knew we were going to go out to dinner for our anniversary, and we were to dress nicely, and so we did. And as I walked in the door, everybody said surprise, and I nearly fell backwards. So it was a wonderful surprise party. I mean, they couldn't have planned it nicer. It was very nice. We had friends there that we hadn't seen for a long time, and they had the tables all set beautifully and decorations, and they had hired somebody to play our special music. Big band music was our music. So she played big band music during the whole evening, and we could dance. All of our kids, one at a time, stood and paid a tribute to us. Well, actually, my daughter-in-law and my two daughters had gotten together and made a beautiful album for us. Pictures of my childhood, of Walt's childhood, of our adult and gay. There was a wedding picture in there, and there were pictures of the next generation. It was such a special time. I always have one of the happiest memories of my life. I think I'm patient. I do have a little Irish temper that I've had to get in control of. I really, really like to make other people happy. I love to do things that make other people happy.
What are you most proud of in your life?
My children.
If you were going to give your family advice, what would you tell them?
Well, I would probably tell them, try to pick your quarrels, not find fault with everything.